Hey everybody, welcome to Randy's Road Life. I'm obviously Randy. And before we begin, please like and subscribe so you get these notifications. I don't do a lot of videos, but I post them as I believe necessary. And today I wanted to talk about a review on where I am. Okay, a company that I'm working for is called NFI. Some or most of you may have heard of this place. They're actually headquartered out of Camden, New Jersey. They drive blue, red and white trucks, mostly blue, and private trucks are white. So they have several different types of what they call accounts. Right? I work on the Heavens Hill account it's a bourbon distillery out of Bardstown, Kentucky. It's local to close to where I live. But they also do bread, beer, things like that. They do a lot of that stuff. It's a large company, like a mega carrier, but as far as I know and everything I've heard, and what I've heard said to me was everything is ran on accounts here. And so that's what I'm on. There's like 30 some drivers on this particular account. There's 3 women, one being a supervisor, and then there is a man, him being the manager. The man, we'll call him Mr. B, and we'll call the supervisor Miss K. All right. So when I started here, my first settlement was jacked. All right, but Miss K resolved it within a day. It was great because I was kind of jaded by places I've already been. Because we as drivers get mistreated and misused quite a bit by these carriers. So all types of red flags went off as soon as that occurred, but they resolved it in a reasonable amount of time. So I was pleased with the resolution. And then, ever since then, everything has been great. I came across this, because I really never paid any attention to NFI. I was actually behind an NFI truck one day in a fuel island, and on the back of his trailer door was 95% of our drivers are home every night. So I was like, okay. So I gave him a call because I was trying to get home, dealing with my kids, my wife, things like that. Especially the kids needed a daddy's attention. So that was the issue. And BBQ already knew I was on my way out of the door, not because of anything they did, because that company was great. They treated me very well and actually care about the drivers mostly. But they are a company that are in it to make money. But they knew what I was trying to do, and they were very gracious about it. I did a review on my last day there. You guys can watch that. Anyways, so I came here. Everything went really well. They gave me the truck that I wanted that was there. I said, I could have chose any Freightliners or this Volvo. This was the only Volvo available. So I just did a review on the Volvo 670. Was it Bart? Excuse me, it's dry as hell here. So this is the truck I chose. I can't stand Freightliners. I'm sorry. I just can't stand the E-Coast. I can't. I hate the cruise control it has. And they're just. They had them so underpowered, man. That thing, as soon as it saw a hill, it would just slow down. I got tired doing 15 miles an hour up mountains and hills all the time. This truck is way better than that. So, and it's governed at the same speed, or horsepower rather, or torque. So, anyways. They allowed me to have the truck that I wanted. There was no issue there. They just gave me the keys, go figure out what I wanted, and that's what I did. So since then, I'm home a lot. What I do is I usually head out on a Monday, deliver on Tuesday, pick up a back home, come back home. Pretty much it. And then I'll leave out again on Thursday, deliver on Friday, pick up back home, come home. And so I'm home Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. How it usually is. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to change, because it's like a regional dedicated in a way. So they have the same customers. Every week it's the same thing. It just depends on how they juggle the loads between drivers, because they try to be fair and give all drivers as many miles and stuff as possible. But we get paid by miles, and you get extra paid for the backhaul. So you actually get paid very well here for being home as much as we are. Uh, I've grossed as much as 1,600 in a week here. And I'm not even top tier paid here. So it depends on your seniority and into that. You get bonuses. I just recently, this past week, I got a safety bonus. Now your sign-on bonus, you get $125 a week for the first 12 weeks. I think then after like 90 days, you receive a $500 bonus, and then after 6 months, you receive another $500 bonus. Now that's not as big as say some of the other sign-on bonuses are, but it's doable. I'm not in it for the sign-on bonus anyways. I'm home with my kids. My daughter, she's 12. She started her 7th grade year, and she's online, and I had to help her navigate that because she changed schools. And then my son, him being 5, I'm homeschooling him, and so I took upon that responsibility myself over my wife. So because I'm real picky about things, and I just wanted to make sure that my daughter was doing everything right, and plus everything she gets, I get all her assignments comes to my phone also, so she can't pull no fast one over on us and not do her assignments and things like that. So it kind of sucks. We're waiting for everyone to get back to school so that can get back to normal, but it's good being home a lot, and I really like this company. The communication is pretty good. The ladies in the office do a good job. So you're not micromanaged. They give you, like, I already knew my week here. I knew I was coming to Mississippi. I pick up a load, dropping off a load, delivering a load to Mississippi down here in Madison. Then on my back haul, I already know what my back haul is. Then I'll just go pick that up. It's already in the system. And then Wednesday I'm doing a short run, which is only the Bowling Green, Kentucky and back. It's only an hour and a half from Bardstown or whatever. And then I gotta go to Nitro, West Virginia. I gotta be there Thursday morning. So they doing all that because we scheduled Friday off. I did. So they work to get you to maximize your miles, but not only that, they also want to be fair for all the drivers, so they allow every driver to do all the loads, so not one driver gets the best loads, because a lot of this is dedicated stuff. We got the same customers all the time. This is a liquor company. They make bourbon. Evan Williams, Elijah Craig, and you got rum, tequila, and they got all this stuff like that also. It's all owned by Heavens Hill out of Bardstown, Kentucky. So they go to a lot of the agency liquor warehouses and things of that nature. Clayton, Richmond, Raleigh, a lot more. I'm going to one in Mississippi. I was just at one in Philadelphia this past Friday actually. So, but yeah, dude, I can't complain. I like here. My wife likes me here. It's only an hour away from the house. I can take my loads home if I choose to. You got this massive lock that goes around the door bars. So hey, I'm going east. Now, Bardstown is west of me, about 60 miles or so. So what I'll do is I'll take a load. Once my trailer is ready, I'll take it home and I'll park. It reduces my mileage by about 57 to 60 miles going east. So when I start out on a fresh clock, I'm already closer. I'm cool. It's great. So they allow us to do that. Now this load is going to Mississippi, so I didn't do that. I drove home in my car and I drove back to the distillery in my car. So I picked up my truck. They have decent parking places for your truck. It's not parked at the distillery, so that's cool. And it's parked in an area where there's room, there's space. You can sleep in your truck there if you want to. So that's cool. It's not a terminal. So you get a fair amount of say in what you're doing here. If you don't like a run, just let them know and they'll change it. They do have owner-operators here on this account, just in case some of you guys, owner-operators, want to know. Now, you get $1.10 a mile, but you also get those miles empty and loaded. Okay? Now, for example, say you go to Raleigh, North Carolina, and for some reason, they don't have a backhaul for you. Well, don't worry about it, because they're going to pay your trip back home empty. They're going to allow you to head back home empty, and they're going to pay you for it. You know, you're going to, coming from through there, you're going to go through all the mountains and stuff like that, so you're going to be at about between 8 and 9 miles to the gallon, which is great because, you know, it's better than 6.5 when you're fully loaded with 40,000 to 44,000 pounds. So the loads get pretty heavy here. Your load is always about 42,000 pounds when you leave the distillery, because it's liquid, it's alcohol. Your trailers are loaded pretty good, and your paperwork is left in a plastic thing like this. This is my paperwork. It's always left in this thing, and you put your little paperwork right back in here. So this is all your bills and stuff like that. Your backhaul instructions. That's it. And also, when you do your post trips and your pre-trips, your post trips, they wanted them on this. So when I do it, I just take the main copy and do your trucking and trailer. Now every time, I don't know if we were supposed to do it like this, but every time I pick, drop, and hook, I still pre-trip and post-trip my trailers separately from my truck when I drop or I hook. So that's very important to me. That way it leaves a trail that when I drop this trailer, there was either something wrong with it or there was nothing wrong with it, instead of just wait to the end of the day, because I might not have the same trailer. Okay, so but anyways, you do that. Not a whole lot goes into this job, man. It's, you know, it's a place to go to are mostly warehouses, and you got lots of room to back, and some places there's a couple places you can't park, but you know, that's part of trip planning, is to make sure you know where you're going and know where you're going to park, and that's all well and good. So, but I like it here. I think it's really good, and they've held it together really well since I've been here. If I have any issues, I call and they try to resolve it ASAP. I wish the truck wasn't governed down to 65. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And you know, it's not. I'm not in a hurry, really. It would help me, you know, find a parking. Try to get a parking place sooner when you get there, instead of trying to find a parking space at, you know, later in the evening, where those get a lot slimmer. You know, the chances you find a parking space at that time is pretty good. You lose opportunities the later the night gets, and we all know how that goes, right? You know, and they have obviously the ELD. They use PeopleNet. I don't really like PeopleNet, but they use it, and so I already know how to use it, so I use that. You know, and then, you know, they got the tolls, and they got that stupid drive cam in here. They got the driver cam where they can see you also. And if you're driving too close behind someone for a certain amount of seconds, it pops on, it turns red, and, you know, that means they're watching you and things like that. Like I said, I just got a safety bonus. That was awesome. Yeah. And a letter from the owner of the company, you know, for my safety bonus. So hopefully it's a start of a really good career here. Another thing about the owner-operators here, y'all, you get extra money for the backhaul also. You get to pay the same way, not the same as in cents per mile as a company driver. You get miles loaded and empty. Then you get the extra miles. You get the extra pay for the backhaul itself. So you do get paid really well, plus the fuel surcharge. So you got to figure, you get $1.10 a mile both ways, okay? And then you get the backhaul pay on top of that. So it all balances out pretty well. They do got owner operators on the account, and they do very well. They got a team, they got a solo. But it doesn't mean don't do your research. There might be guys. I'm sure there are guys here who have had bad experiences. You know, just like me, I've only been here 60 days, and I'm cool. You know, so it doesn't mean that won't change, but I'm not looking at it, you know, cynically anymore as I was. I'm more level-headed and reasonable, and trying to keep things in perspective. I don't have to concentrate anymore on if I'm getting screwed over. I don't feel like I have to. So no, I can concentrate on family matters, and you know, my kids, and making sure they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing, because they know Daddy gets home quite a bit more now. So all the behavioral issues that your kids have when you're away is actually significantly reduced as a result of Dad being home. So with that, you know, don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button so you get these notifications. I hope you guys are informed about NFI, National Freight Incorporated, I think it's called. And if you have any questions, just hit me up, man. Just leave me a comment or whatever and ask me some questions about it. And look, I don't deal with the negativity. Just leave your negative comments to yourself. This is not the platform for that, for me anyways. I'm not around here trying to roast anyone. I'm not trying here to talk down to anybody. You know, I get a lot of negativity come from Western Flyer Express as it is. You know, putting them on blast with the truth. And they have been attacking me personally through their drivers and other employees. So, but we're going to deal with that through the courts here soon enough. Anyways, you guys have a great day and get lots of miles, make lots of money, and hopefully you will live the dream of any truck driver. Maybe you own your own truck, maybe that's not what you want to do, I don't know. But I hope you live it up and have a great life, man. Peace out.